brother people, welcome to Central Committee of Ex-muslim-Scandinavia TV program. This is Milad Resaeimanesh, of course, the spokesperson of the CCES. In this program, we have a very special guest, MOGH from the Iranian black metal band MOGH, has accepted to have a short conversation with me about the band, the situation he been experiencing, and the problem he had in Iran, the things that he's doing currently, and the situation the situation the band is experiencing at the moment in Germany. Magnus, if you hear me, I would like to say thank you for accepting my invitation to have a short conversation with me.
Greetings. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. At the beginning, I would like to say greeting for the Nowruz, and as an Iranian band, we like to celebrate it.
Thank you very much. As you guys most probably know, this is the Persian New Year. We're celebrating in Iran and the rest of the countries in the world. Of course, it's like Nowruz is somehow affected by the coronavirus, but still so many people celebrating it. All right. Let's talk about the band, MOGH, the Iranian black metal band. How you introduce yourself, who are you guys, and like where the idea came from at the very first point to actually organize the band.
My name is Magus Faustus. I'm a former of the band MOGH, which is Persian black metal or Iranian black metal. Also, we define as anti-Islamic black metal or Oriental black metal, also occult black metal. We formed in India, in the pagan lands of India, and before of that, I was in Iran. I had other bands, and we do the performances and recording. So due to some problematic representation of the music in general and in black metal style, I get to really nasty situations, which I end up in jail. And I experienced torture, and that was really dark times for presenting art in Iran. And when I left to India, I run away to India, to refuge there. I thought, oh, maybe it's the time to think serious and form a serious black metal band. And that was the formation of MOGH back in 2006. And it's happening in 666. It was 6th of June.
Right. Yeah, I kind of like the coincidence of 666, the date actually organized the band with the number. I kind of also like what you said about the sort of genre of the band is like anti-Islam sort of black metal, which can be seen some sort of like a new thing. Like, you know, we have like a symphonic black metal, melodic black metal, but anti-Islam is something very unique which MOGH is playing. The question would be, why black metal? Like, what is special about this specific genre of music, you think?
Black metal in general is a kind of lifestyle. It has many perspective and aspect. The first thing is the meditative mood, the relaxation mood, and it let you go inside your inner self down deep. And the second point of it is a reflection outside. It's so loud, it's so fast, and it's so extreme. Because you can express your inner self through the high-pitched vocals. You can play the hardcore riffs and the fast drumming. It's the way of expression. So when you're against something like a big virus like Islam, you need to represent it in black metal form. That makes sense to me. And that was first idea to express as a story what's happened to us, what's happened to me, what's happened to the country, what's happened to the world. You know, how to clean up this virus is not the easy form. That's the way we thought we can represent it as a extreme black metal genre.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm pretty sure you have been experiencing like such a difficulties, like a very sad times and period in Iran under the government of Islamic Republic. What are the challenges, what are the problem an artist like you would face if you like, and the people like you would like to have a black metal or a metal band in general in a country like Iran? What are the difficulties you think they're supposed to be prepared for?
It's simple, it's easy, it's impossible. Music in Islam system is forbidden, and it's a complicated rules, you know, imposed through humanity, and it's not fair. I mean, when you go to the women right, you go to the man right, you go to the drinking. I mean, this is so childish and stupid, which they impose to lots of people, and give them this opportunity to take them stupid itself. Would you repeat the question? I forgot the part.
The question would be, what are the challenges an artist would face to be active as an artist in a country like Iran?
Yeah, it's impossible. It's like death. You need to accept death to start this kind of genre in Iran. You know, Iran, we lost our country many years before through the Islamic people, and it's not easy to take it back. And with the current situation, to have an idea about black metal or metal even in a genre, or I can see in different genres and art expression, it's forbidden. You end up in jail, and you will be, it's like a suicide plan. So I remember the time I was back in Iran, having long hair, having earring, and having tattoo was super crime. And it's a crazy, I mean, when I try to explain it to Europeans, they think I'm lying, you know.
Yeah.
They cannot imagine which situation is that.
Yeah, I personally have the same experience actually. There was like so many documentaries and like a TV programs, propagandas by the government saying like, you know, metal people, metalists, and specifically black metalists are Satanists, and they like very bad people, they kill, they like commit so many crimes. And yeah, make sure like, you know, it makes sense because of this propaganda, the situation is really tough. And of course the law bans artists like you to be free to do whatever you want to. The other question would be, why are you so anti-Islam? It makes sense actually, because like we've been like born and raised in Iran under the Islamic government, but I would like to know about your perspective, why you guys from the band MOGH are so against Islam.
We experience really hard times because of Islamic rules. We cannot express our lyrics. We cannot play music. I mean, this is really sucks. And for having guitar, for having jam with your band in your underground, we take to the jail, and we came up with broken bones. So we try to express our feeling about what happened to us, what Islam did to us, and we are not happy about it. And I'm the lucky one is outside the country. There are many people I'm aware of, they cannot reveal the name or identity. They're going truly underground, and they risk their lives, you know, back in there. Not in Iran, in the whole Middle East. It's not easy. We are part of the big establishment of the Arabic Anti-Islamic Legion, which is the black metal, the anti-Islamic black metal bands from Iraq, Bahrain, Syria, Saudi Arabia, you name it, all the region. And we formed this union to have a voice. And it's not in Iran, it's all the Islamic countries happening. I mean, this is serious super crime, you know, to have an idea of black metal, to think about it, to play about it, or to want to express it.
True. Let's talk about the band itself. I've noticed like you guys like kind of have like mixture the contents of the ancient Persia Emperor with some new content. I've noticed you have a female artist on the stage. She does the Sama dancing. on the stages. Basically, people can simply go on YouTube and watch some of the videos, some of your performances you've done before. Why the ancient Persia is so interesting for you guys?
Well, it's so simple. When you start to read the history begins with the Iran civilization, and that's the only civilization the earth experienced that. The date we're talking about is back to 40,000 years old. This is our theme, our lyrics and musically expression. The whirling dance you saw our performance did was one of the ancient atheistic, nihilistic rituals. But now you saw these days with a different name and form and backup religion or something, this thema take us to the occultic black metal perspective. Excuse me. In occultic black metal genre, we go back to the history and we dig the elements of the native Persian, Iranian elements, and we try to disinfect it with the new modern virus religion, and we try to purify it and represent it. Most of the rituals we do and we research, it takes years to disinfect it from the current wrong religion idea.
True, actually, like the genre of metal or black metal, I would say is still very male dominated, but you have a female artist, which is very interesting. Basically, the bands coming from Iran, which has Islamic dominated sort of rule. Women are very deprived in that society, but we see the Iranian or Persian black metal has a decent female artist on the stage, which is very, very interesting. And I think it's a very powerful feature of the band. Let's talk about the album you've been released so far. How many albums you've done so far? And is there anything special or specific you would like to talk about the albums you've done so far?
Well, from the beginning, we has no record label, so we released few or five full length, few demos, and later we get the American record label, and now we are running by the Swiss record label, which in general, I think we have nearly 20 releases through the tape, demo, live albums, and
such an active band. Yeah, it's like too many albums and EPs. Well done, indeed.
Thank you. This is our mission. This is our feeling. This is my expression of life. I need to fight for something. I lost my younghood. I lost my country. I lost my parents. So I take it as a mission, artistic mission. The last release we got is in 2020 in a LP vinyl version, which called Nuk Mena. And this is one of the most strongest anti-Islamic ideology that we represent on it.
Okay, very sweet, actually, I would say. The next question would be, I know you guys have been participated in a documentary about the band. Tell us more about the documentary. What's that about and where the idea come from?
The idea was from the beginning back in Germany in 2012. There are many directors coming to us and ask a little short interview. And most of them get really interested to release something really long and deep. Few tried, couldn't success, but there is a team from Finland. They are really serious and really good people. They make the documentary. It takes like 3 years to shoot and cut and edit. Now it's ready. Next month or in May, I think it will be first screen in cinema, and later we go to the film festivals, and later
which countries is going to be broadcasted? Which country your film going to be on the cinemas?
Begin with the Berlin, as our current situation is. We're going to go to Paris and Finland and Norway. That's a program plan, as I know. The documentary called Persian Black Metal Story, which is my life story, lifestyle through the Iran, India, and Germany, and the bands and story of tortures, how I get tortured, how I get into jail, how I run over, and so on, you know.
Very interesting. The second question, the next question would be how you see your role in fighting against political Islam or like Islamism in Europe and Middle East and in Iran. Like the Islamic government of Iran always trying to provoke a specific sort of culture implemented to the Iranians. They're always trying to say like Iranian are Muslims. They really believe in Islamic rituals. They practice Islamic rituals. And the reason the government are Islamic is because the Iranians are Muslims. Obviously, you're not. How you see your role, the things that you're doing in the process of fighting against the Islamic Republic of Iran and the global political Islam movement?
Correct. I need to say something. I have a Zarathustrian background, which from my father I get through this ancient wisdom and knowledge about ancient history. And I need to correct one thing. You mentioned Islamic rituals. Islam is a fake system. It's not even a culture. It's nothing. It's just a political game which try to fool people and rule by them. So Islam has no rituals. Islam has no history. It was all blood and it's force, and it's really act like a big virus. Forget about Corona. It's not easy to fight back because it's written and documented well by one of the ancient pioneer of MOGH. It's called Salman, which is so complicated and by detail, which we need long decades to fight back of this virus and save the humanity. It's not easy to as an artistic way. I mean, I'm so speechless. Maybe I take the guitar down, I take the gun.
Yeah, makes sense. One last question. Basically, the last question would be how can the audiences of this program can communicate with you guys, where your songs and the stuffs can be found, downloaded, and be listened to? And the second part of the question would be, do you guys have any upcoming events, any live performances in Europe or like North American countries?
Yeah, definitely we will have show after this Corona situation. We might back to Norway and Sweden. We be talking to get a little Scandinavian tour starting in Finland. But it still is not planned because of the current situation. And we're going to be touring Europe. There is a Facebook page for MOGH. You can see the updates and plans, albums. Some of them you can buy from the record label or the band itself. And for Instagram, ID is MOGH Army. You can communicate with me there. And the Facebook page is banned to all the Islamic countries, which we get reported, and all of our lyrics, videos, pictures get deleted by this nonsense algorithm of internet. So if you are from Islamic countries, you cannot access the Facebook. Even in YouTube, if you search, you will see the shows, songs, whatever we are allowed to release, but the rest is on the record label.
Magos from the band MOGH, thank you very much for having this conversation with me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Merci. Tamam.